Yes, yes. So here we are. Also, today is a portal day. So I'm going to pull this up. So if you're feeling extra energy and a lot of flowing energy stuff going on, there is a reason why. My name is Felicia, and I'm also known as the Galactic Spiral Light Priestess. I work with all the beautiful codes as well as colors to help bring your body back into balance. So here we have a blue overtone storm. I empower in order to catalyze commanding energies. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the overtone of radiance. I am guided by the power of accomplishments. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. The color is blue. Ta-da! The planet is Pluto. Chakra is the root. Earth family is gateway. I didn't even try to plan this out. I said today I was going to wear blue. Um, there's a symbol of the diamond, but it is not a rune. The initiation brings a change of force of your mental vision so that a higher harmony may manifest. Yeah. Gate number 315. We are in continuing consciousness of the fourth mental sphere as well as the second time dimensional cosmic ascension, higher mind control, beta alpha. So that's what we're in right now. And kin number 239. And we are in, I even highlighted it. This one right here. Right there. That's where we are. Okay. So, what are your accomplishments? What are you accomplishing? What's needing to be accomplished? So our WARDA codes today, we're going to get into it. And I also have to, you guys, I went down a rabbit hole and I was watching some more of these camping people. But then I kind of derailed off and went on to one of the fashion sites to look at some of the outrageous fashions for fall. Yeah. One of them that was doing the weird fashion all had these rabbits in their arms. White rabbit, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, I thought it was really interesting in their fashion show. They had stuffed animal like rabbits that they were holding on to as they were walking down the runway, and crazy outfits. Who would want to wear those crazy outfits to begin with? I just don't get it. So anyway, I also was watching some of the campers things again. Okay, so after I went for my doctor's visit today, because right next door is a, what do I call it, gun place, and they have all this weaponry. I know, really. So I go over there and I walk in and I said, I got a question. And the guys are like, yeah, you know. I said, do you carry those whistles that you can use, like if you were going to go out in the forest and be hunting around and going to stay out and camp? He goes, no, we don't have the whistles. We got mace. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, what about those blowhorn things? He goes, oh, you can get those at Lowe's. All right, so here's my problem with a lot of these so-called YouTubers going out in the camp and show their camp. Come on now, really? Come on. So they're going out doing their camping and they're out putting themselves in dangerous situations where maybe you're not going to be able to get that get to your gun in time, or maybe you're not going to be able to use your metal protection against anybody if you're going to be attacked. I keep asking myself, why do they not have a blowhorn? If someone's coming around your van at night and you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden you hear footsteps and they're thinking that it's abandoned and they think they can break into it, because the whole thing is they're trying to figure out if anybody's in there. So if there's somebody in there, they're not going to do it if they don't want to get caught in a situation. Okay? So I just don't understand why someone doesn't have the blowhorn. You should have that. Even if there's a bear in a perimeter or a mountain lion, they're not going to like that noise. You press that button, that's going to, knock everything out. And I just don't understand how some of them don't have that with them. They show that they follow their intuitiveness. They don't feel safe in this situation. But a lot of the people that are camping out or what have you, that go to these remote places, that are in these forests doing all this stuff, and when they do see something strange walking up on them, they don't even try to, it's almost like you're setting yourself up knowing that you're going to get attacked. Okay, you're going to get attacked. You're setting yourself up in these forests. And this one, God, there were so many different ones that had these scenarios. Group of guys, 4 of them were together, and they decide they're going to go into this abandoned house and stuff, but somebody was there and had a shotgun and was coming out after them. And a lot of these people that are in the woods, that are in snow places where you are going to camp out at, they're shapeshifters and skinwalkers. So I don't understand how some people just think it's okay in this day of time that they're just going to go out and be sitting in the wilderness, be all you can be moment. Come on, really? Is it really? Do you need that many likes to get to the next level? You're willing to risk yourself being there? I keep hearing it's a challenge. What kind of, it's starting to make me feel like, what's that movie? Oh God, with the crazy clown with the spirals on his face. What the hell was that movie? They had to find the key, and God, I forgot what that. Oh, Jigsaw. Saw 1, 2, 3. I lost count after the third one. So I'm wondering about, are these people trying to have a jigsaw moment? I'm like, what are you doing? So in this day of time, you could not pay me enough to go be sitting in some wilderness with just my cell phone, my camera, talking to people, potentially making a film, knowing damn well if something goes down, ain't nobody going to be there to help me. Okay? That's the illusion that you're recording thinking that you're safe because you're recording. No, you're not. So I don't understand people doing that. Oh, Tinkers, what do you want? Okay. So anyway, here are the codes for today. We're going to go dive into these codes here. Okay, I know it looks written backwards, but I'm going to tell you what it is. So we're going to do healing fears and phobias. What's your fear? What's knocking at the door? Now, a lot of people, they get set up in this energy of the Lion's Gate and all this blah, blah, blah. It's Gregorian calendar energy. From when Huna was alive, Huna Flash, he was saying that the real portal was at the beginning of the year. Okay? So I think it's whatever you make it be, whatever you're bringing up the energy to be. But just knowing that we are in some really interesting energy, like today is a portal day. So tomorrow it'll be a clear day. Then the next day before the 8th is a portal day. That's going to be an activational day. So I would definitely be using that. And then we got on the 12th, the total solar eclipse. So healing your fears and phobias is going to be 66, 77, 88. Just breathe that in and write that on your glass of water if you want to work with that code today. The next one, balancing energy of the bodies, is going to be 66, 99, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. Activate those codes, balancing the energy of the bodies. And then the highest plan, the highest good with the divine will is going to be 10, 10, 10, 10. Activate that, divinely aligned. And your healing fears and phobias, that's activated and divinely aligned. So those are your codes for today that you get to work with. Now, those of you that are regular Be So Light Tribe members, you know you need to write it on a glass of water. You know you can leave that code written on there. You circle it, tap it 3 times, you drink the water. As many times as I say this, I still get people who don't understand it. You have to write it on a glass and you have to circle the code, tap it, because it brings an energetic activation when you put anything in a circle. It activates it and makes it stronger. So, with that being said, those are your codes. Let's get into the card read of some magical energy. We're going to look at the source. We're going to look at the secret of darkness. And then what needs to come to the light. What's going to manifest. Ooh. So a lot of healers are going through it right now. A lot of you are probably experiencing issues where you are, how do I put it, feeling like things have gotten out of control and feeling like things are shifting around you. People are acting more strange, feeling like your health is taking a toll. Yeah, it is. All of that energy is heightened now. So it is all about what is affecting us. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's see what this one is. Okay, so she just came and pushed the door open and then she left. Okay. Tinker, I don't know why you do that to me. I don't understand that. And be aware of people that are sitting around talking about weird things that they want to get into, that they feel drawn to. Is their DNA showing? Okay. Especially if they feel like they're pulling a Hannibal Lecter. That's their DNA showing. We had this one last time. I'm going to reshuffle that. Okay, cool. All right, lovelies. Here's our message for today with this portal energy. So in the, how do I put it? The secret language of darkness. We have the reflection card. Examine thoughts and feelings. The reflection. What do you need to reflect on? What's the reflection? And then your next one is what is being manifested out of the reflection. So that was a 4. You got a 16. This is called vibration, and that is going to be in your secret language of manifestation. So vibration, everything moves to a unique frequency. Yes, it does. What is your frequency doing? Where's your frequency today? For the beautiful light codes of Apothecary, love it. The card I pulled is number 70. It says trust and truth. You hold the keys to the answers you seek. I love that one. That is a good one. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And then we're going to move into the Light Web Oracle set. I really love this set. It's a good set. The Temple, Sanctuary, Service, Healing, and Sisterhood. Yes, that's definitely coming into play right now. That sisterhood energy. And then Agents of the Universe, triggers, repeat number agents, number 22. So if you start seeing these number codes that keep repeating, what are the agents saying to you? What are they getting a message across? Now, here's an interesting thing. Today, after going to a doctor's appointment and then sitting in a parking lot and talking to one of my friends, I was just like, oh, find it very interesting. Every time when I said a certain word or something, these dragonflies came around and they were flying all over my car. And I was like, dragonflies. So just my whole morning started off with a dragonfly, greeting me as I was going to my car this morning. And it's like they're bringers of light. So in our witch tools and witches of the moonlit forest, that's an empath message. I'm going to give you this so that you have this info for your magical energy of the day. And then I am often running, doing my thing. Oh, my favorite. My favorite. Ah, what a neat message. I love these cards. These cards are really neat. They're very simple, but yet very powerful because it deals with empath, your empath energy. And then you have the witch's tools. So the tools that comes along with this is called crystals. Channel the earth energy. Let your intentions align with your tools. Love this. Crystals. Love the crystals. And then we held between the wings. Not every change begins with movement. Some begin with staying. Look at that. That's pretty. All right, lovely. So, hold on a second. That's my message for today. I'm not going to stay on here a long time. I am just, the things I've just been seeing in the world and stuff that people are getting away with. And I think one of the things that bugs me the most is knowing that everything is set up on purpose to be against us as humans. Our food, our water, our air, everything is just been contaminated by these beings. I cannot wait until that flash hits and shut it all down. That's what needs to happen. It really does. And it needs to be a forcible energy that's so divine that it cannot be reckoned with. It is such a divine being of energy that if you can't stand in love and you have been in a harmful way towards others, you are simply annihilated. No questions asked. We already know what your imprinted frequency is doing, your vibration, what it's doing. You are just annihilated. gone. It needs to happen. I personally have no mercy for that. None. Don't care. I figure you work really hard to be destructive against the humanity of this earth, then yeah, you need to be off this planet. That's how I feel. So, everyone, this is a portal day. Energy is definitely going to be heightened. Please, after what I talked about yesterday, please keep a look around of your surroundings. Watch where you're going. Watch and make sure you're not being followed, all that kind of crazy stuff. This is not the time to drop the ball and think that you're safe. Okay? This is not the time for you to think that because you live in America, you're safe. No, you're not. Not safe. Because there's so many things that are transpiring right now. There is going to be a full out fight that we're going to be witnessing, where energetically we're going to understand what it means, what's happening in front of us. Now, somebody had this weird video. I don't know who it was. I can't remember who the person was. But it it showed a being falling out of the sky, hitting the ground. It was purely black, and it had wings. And I'm like, so is this supposed to be a fallen angel? Only problem was it didn't make a crater. Most, when they hit the ground, they make a big crater when they hit the ground. This one didn't make a crater. Just kind of like hit the ground and was kind of, I'm like, didn't make a crater. Anyway, lovelies, be good to yourself. I hope you enjoy the codes. Remember, you get to work with those codes. Until next week when I come back with more on Wednesday water codes. So enjoy your day. Be good to yourself. And like I said, just be aware. Be aware. And please, if you're going to be going away for the weekend, make sure it's somewhere safe. Make sure your car is in good running condition. I see some of the most stupidest stuff some young women are doing, driving, and they know their car or their truck or their vehicle is not up to sniff to be making that drive, and they're going to go and do all this crazy stuff. Car is overheating. What part of wrong turn or hills have eyes or you guys aren't getting? I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Much love. Thanks for joining me. Bye.